There is a place beyond time, where wisdom is not written but felt, where truth is not taught but remembered. This is the space where sages have always lived, where seekers find themselves, and where the journey never truly begins because it has always been. This is the story of Arjun, a man lost in the weight of time. His days were consumed by endless tasks, his mind filled with worries of tomorrow, regrets of yesterday. He chased success, security and meaning, but found only exhaustion. One day, seeking an escape, he traveled to the sacred city of Varanasi, where he had heard wisdom flowed as freely as the Ganges itself. In Varanasi, time moved differently. Here, the past and present blended into one. The chants of monks echoed from ancient temples, their voices merging with the cries of market vendors and the laughter of children playing along the ghats. It was as if nothing had changed for centuries, and yet everything was constantly shifting, just like the river itself. One evening, as Arjun sat by the water, an old sadhu approached him. His face was lined with years, yet his eyes held something untouched by age, something eternal. The sadhu sat beside him in silence, watching the river flow. "Why do you look troubled, my friend?" the sadhu asked. "I feel trapped by time. No matter what I do, I cannot stop the past from haunting me or the future from worrying me. Every moment I feel like I'm either running toward something or running away from something," Arjun replied. In that instant, Arjun understood. Time was an illusion, a concept created by the mind. The more he chased it, the more it controlled him. But here, in stillness, beyond past and future, there was peace. Timeless self that exists beyond the mind. The next morning, as the sun rose over the city, Arjun stood by the water once more. But something had changed. The worries of yesterday, the fears of tomorrow, they were still there, but they no longer controlled him. Because now he knew time was not something to be conquered. It was something to be let go of. He turned to thank the sadhu, but the old man was gone. Or perhaps he had never truly been separate from the river, the wind, the stillness itself. Perhaps he had always been a reflection of something deeper, something that had lived inside Arjun all along. And so he left Varanasi, not as someone who had found an answer, but as someone who no longer needed one, because he had stepped beyond time, and in doing so he had finally come home to himself. This is not just Arjun's story, it is yours too. In every moment, you have the chance to step beyond time, to stop chasing, to stop resisting, and to simply be. The past cannot hold you, the future cannot call you. Only this moment is real. So, close your eyes, take a deep breath, listen to the silence between these words. That is where wisdom lives. That is where truth speaks. That is where you are free. If these words resonated with you, share your reflections in the comments. And if you seek more timeless wisdom, subscribe and continue the journey with us beyond time.